everyone, welcome back to my channel. We are cover many terms and we left with few terms. So now we are moving ahead to learn new terms in accounts. Today's first term is drawings. We have heard many times the word drawings. From childhood, drawing means immediately picture or sketches or something, but in accounts drawing has some different meaning. Let's see what it is. I'll tell you the statement first. Drawing is something if owner is the person who runs the business, who is the investor of the capital. So capital has been created by owner. So that owner, I'm talking about that. If the owner withdraw any money or goods or asset from the business for his personal use, it is called as drawings. Points involved in the definition drawings. The first one is the owner withdraw money or goods or assets from business for personal use. Now in this case, personal use is very important. If the owner withdraw anything which is related for business, it does not mention or recorded as drawings. The owner has to withdraw and it should be for personal use. Then only it is considered as drawings. So few points are very important which I have written in a red color. Owner has to withdraw from the business for personal use. It's very important that personal, private, household purpose, all these comes under the head of personal use only. So the owner withdraw money, goods or asset from his business for personal use is called as drawing. Few examples, I guess it might help you. A proprietor or the owner pays college fees for his son, daughter, or he takes money from the business for family. He is going on a tour or something which is not for business purpose, it is purely for his personal life. So such things is called as a drawings. Or he paid petrol charges from business for that tour expenses. So everything which comes under the head of personal is termed as drawings. Now let's move on our next term, that is debtor. Now who is the debtor? Now debtor, I am saying who. That means it indicates he is a person. So he or she. A person who has to pay to business for getting goods and services on credit is known as a debtor. But normally we call debtor as a customer to our organization. A debtor is a person who owes money to the business. In normal life, we call debtor as a customer. Everyone knows customer, but in accounts, this customer is known as debtor. There are two types of customer actually. The customer who pays cash, they are called as cash transaction people. And the people who have not paid us cash, but give the promise to pay or receive the money later, that is called credit transaction, which we have learned in my previous video. But the customer who have not paid us money, so we should need to know who are they, how much money we have to receive or pay to them. So any money which we are going to receive from a single person or many persons, those are called as our customer, and in accounts those are called as debtors. So a person, it's always known as a person who owes money to business. A person who is supposed to give us money to the business. Give us or to the business. He is supposed to give us money. That's what is called as a debtor. Why he is giving us money? Because he must have received the benefit in previous time. So for example, I can give you one example. You are a shopkeeper and a customer arrived at your shop. He doesn't have money, but he wants some goods and you are ready to sell him. He said he will pay you in your future. So that customer is termed as your debtor. You are giving the benefit of that goods now. But did he pay you? No. So he is termed as your debtor. Or one more example like that. The business sold goods of rupees, say 5,000 rupees. So you sold goods of rupees 5,000 to Mr. A on credit. On credit means he, Akram or Mr. A, has not paid you the money. So on credit. And now Mr. A or that Akram is receiving the benefit, that is you are giving the goods. So receiving the benefit, and that's why he is received the goods, but he is yet to pay for it. Yet to pay is, that means owes money to the business. Then this is called, or Mr. A is considered as a debtor or a person who owes money to the business. In my previous few minutes, I have told you he has to owe, and if a person who pays you the money, it turns as a cash transaction. But a debtor is a person who is your customer. He is supposed to give us money, so owes money to the business. This happen only in the credit transaction. So debtor arrive, when it is a credit sale. So this is very important. If there is a credit sale, then only the debtor will be come in the picture. If it is a cash sales, then debtor will not be there, because the debtor replaced by cash credit transaction. The second very important thing is the money which owes by the debtor is known as debt. Due amount, which is receivable amount, is called as debt for our organization. So I guess these 2 points are very important, and hope this will help you. Debtor is normal common life. We called it as a customer. A customer who pays or who owes money to the business, and it happen only in the credit sales, not in the cash transaction. And the money which he is supposed to pay us, that is called debt. The next term I would like to start, that is called as a creditor. What is a creditor? In common life, creditor is known as a supplier. Again, supplier, when I am saying supplier, it is a person. So a person to whom we owe money for the goods and services is known as a creditor or supplier. Or we can say that a creditor is a person to whom business owes money. Debtor is a person who owes money to us. Creditor, a person we owe to him. So this is exactly opposite terms. Creditor is a person that is called as a supplier to whom business owes money. In the debtor owes money. In creditor, we owe money to someone. That is, business owes money to someone. That is called as a creditor. And when this happens, so as the debtor arrive when it's a credit sale, the creditor arrive when it's a credit purchases. So why it is, I will give you one example. Say Mr. A sold goods of rupees 5,000 on credit to Mr. B. So Mr. A sold goods to Mr. B, and this transaction had happened on credit. So in this transaction, Mr. B is a debtor of Mr. A, and Mr. A is a creditor of Mr. B. Or I will give you one more example. If you are a business owner and you purchase material, you purchase goods, so it's about the purchases. So you purchase goods or material of rupees 5,000 from Ramakant and on credit. So you had purchases, you had done the credit transaction. You have not paid anything to Ramakant. You just received the benefit of the goods. So business received the material. Now business owes money. To whom? To Ramakant. Hence Ramakant is called. Now we are supposed to pay him. So Ramakant is called as our creditor who supply the goods. So supplier in common language is called as a creditor in our accounts language. So retailer receive goods from the wholesaler. So for retailer, wholesaler will turn as the supplier, so creditor. But for a retailer, if any customer purchased goods from him or any retailer sold goods on credit, then that customer is considered as a debtor. So retailer, wholesaler, so you can remember this chain: wholesaler to retailer, retailer to customer. So wholesaler is turned as your creditor, you are a retailer, and customer is turned as your debtor. But the condition is it should happen on the credit sales or credit purchases. You have to purchase goods from your wholesaler on credit, and you have to sell the goods on credit to your customers. So then these two terms you will come to know. But in cash transaction, debtor and creditor is replaced by cash. So cash transaction, debtor and creditor will not be exit. Only in credit transaction, irrespective of credit sales or purchases, as per that your debtor and creditor is going to change. If it is a credit sales, then debtor. If it is a credit purchases, then creditor. So these two terms are exactly opposite to each other. So you can understand that purchases and sales also opposite with each other. So debtor is a customer and creditor is a supplier. So in this video we have covered three concepts. The first is the drawings, which is done by the owner who withdraw money, goods or asset from the business for personal use. Second, we have done with and covered debtor. Debtor is a customer. Only on the credit sale it occur, who is owes money to the business, and the money which is the amount which he is supposed to pay, that is called debt. The next is the creditor. Creditor in common language we called it as a supplier, to whom business owes money. So it again happen only on the credit purchases or credit transaction. So today we have covered these three terms of accounts. We are moving ahead with my next video. So there we are going to elaborate few more terms which is required to learn more accounts. So it's easy accounting give you the benefit from learning from basic to advanced. If you like my video, please do subscribe, share and click the like button. If you have any doubt or queries, you can write me and I'll get back to you. And if you have any doubt, please feel free and share your thoughts. You are always welcome. So now we will see in the next video. For now, bye. Have a great life. Stay home, stay safe.